Whoa, it's the kickback chit chat. Roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. I know y'all with that. Shout out to the homies, Mr. Woody in Big Stack. Get stacks. Nigga never ever been mixed match. Only one I bought a dicky suit, get it. Mixed match. Hey, it's your boy Cuddy J, y'all. I'm the host. It's the Kickback Chit Chat. I'm back like I left some y'all. And before I even get started, man, I want y'all to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the dislike button. I like all the smoke. Also, you can comment and tell me how you feel about today's show. Give me your perspective, and then you can share it with your friends and family. Today, I got a couple things I want to talk about, man. I say tonight, I should say. Um, and just to give y'all guys, you first time watchers, especially if you first time watchers, especially if you're first time watching this show, I want to explain a couple things to you. That little intro I do with my little rap, man, before y'all get confused on what I mean by saying only time I ever been mixed matches when I bought a Dickie suit. The story behind that is there used to be a store called Mixed Match in Shreveport, Louisiana, and they sold a lot of Dickie suits, a lot of urban wear, especially known for selling Dickie suits in all assorted colors. And you can get Dickie hats, Dickie shirts, Dickie anything, Dickie beanie hats, whatever. So that's why I put that in my rhyme. The only time I ever been mixed match is when I went and bought a Dickie suit. You get it? Mixed match. So I felt like I had to run it by all the new listeners and watchers because they might be confused. Some of the people who've been watching the show, they might be confused. Some people, they might be too young to even know about Mismatch, the black urban store that was in City Grove in Shreveport, Louisiana, off West 70 in Linwood or Didell, whichever one you want to prefer it as. So I throw that up in there, and only a couple of OGs will understand what I mean when I say that. But like I was saying, I appreciate you guys for tuning in to this episode because I got a lot I want to run in with you guys about the inauguration, things that went on at inauguration from Elon Musk to Snoop Dogg, Nelly, Soulja Boy. The fact that inauguration day fell on Martin Luther King Day for the third time, or the fourth time, I should say, this year, and a lot of people felt some type of way about it. They didn't get it. They kind of, I should say, they were disturbed. And like I was saying, man, y'all hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Please hit the like button, man. That keeps me in the algorithm, man. That keeps me recommended to watch this video. If y'all not hitting the like button or whatever, you're not. I'm not most recommended to be watched on the YouTube timeline. So please hit that like button or say something to keep the algorithm thick. And I will say this too. I'm glad I brought this up. I checked my analytics, and 72% of the people that watch my show, they not even subscribed. They not even subscribers. So you 72%, I appreciate you guys, but y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Won't y'all add yourself to the chart, man, of my audience. You 28% that are subscribed to my show. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as much as you can. Um, that's all. There's nothing else I can say about that. But I appreciate you guys. But I need to get my percentages up, man. You guys just watching my show when you're not subscribed, man. Subscribe it, man. Subscribe to my channel, man. I got all type of topics I can bring to you guys. But tonight we're gonna talk about the inauguration day and Martin Luther King Day, which happened to be on the same day, which was yesterday. Um, I started to talk about it last night, but I didn't really have time to do anything. Um, So I felt like, I'm gonna bring it. I got some. I wanted to hear some more stuff. I wanted to let everybody speak their mind and get their opinion out, and they let their emotions out about what's going on and what went on. So I said I'm gonna sit back and I'll speak what I see what's going on. From Elon Musk, man, doing the little Nazi sign twice. I don't know what the hell that was all about, man. But this is America. This is showing you where America is going and how the people got their chests poked out. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk is not even from the United States. He's from South Africa or something. He's over here, man, like he's the ringleader or something. But never mind, Elon Musk. The inauguration. To be honest, I thought it was like on the. I thought it felt on January 6th. I thought it was normally one time. I thought they had their inauguration on January the 6th. I was always told for some reason I thought January the 6th was going to be the inauguration this year. And I thought it already happened. That's how sleepy I've been on the situation. Then when it came up, it was halfway through the day when somebody said, "Oh, it's Inauguration Day." I'm like, no kidding. And they said also it's Martin Luther King Day. I said, get the hell out of here. So I said, I never heard of, why is the Inauguration Day on the Martin Luther King Day? You got Martin Luther King parades that was canceled or didn't, they didn't do as well as they normally do just because of the inauguration. It was overlooked by the inauguration. You see, I'm sporting the Martin Luther King hat, you know what I'm saying? The Black History hat. For the Martin, I got my boy Muhammad Ali, the shirt on. But so the inauguration happened to be on the same day as MLK Day. And it's been stated that it happened 3 times before that the inauguration day has fell on MLK Day. The first time it happened, it occurred Ronald Reagan, January the 20th, 1985, when he was sworn in. Um, he had the inauguration on the 21st, which was Martin Luther King Day. Reagan was the guy that also made up for Martin Luther King Day to be the third Monday of January. So Martin Luther King Day has always been the third Monday of January. Sometimes it might be on the 20th, sometimes the 21st, sometimes the 22nd, or sometimes the 19th. The previous times that the inauguration has fell on Martin Luther King Day, you had, like I said, you had the 1985 when Ronald Reagan was sworn in. You also had the time when Barack Obama, and when he was sworn in on Monday, January 21st, 2013. That also was on MLK Day. And then the other time it was with Donald Trump on his second term. And both of these times this happened, it happened on Guy's second term. That's the catch about it. The 4 times this has happened was on the guy's second term becoming president, that the inauguration happened on Martin Luther King Day. Now, let's get to the people that are a little bit disturbed about it. I want to let y'all know this is not something that Donald Trump did. It wasn't something they did it on purpose to try to, overcrowd the Martin Luther King Day. I feel like it's bullshit. They should have had it pushed back another. It should have been next Monday or the Monday before. It should have been like, that's what I think. You shouldn't have that day on the same day that's important to a lot of people in the United States. It shouldn't have been like that. That's kind of like how they like Black History Month. I think they also made that Gay Pride Month. It's like, so you got 2 months that got celebrations in. You got people celebrating Black History, and you got people celebrating Gay Pride. I ain't saying, they should have another month. If I'm not mistaken, they should have another. They should, if they not in February, if they in February, they should have another month. So they shouldn't be in February doing Black History. That's just my opinion, and that's just how it is. It's like I said, this is America, guys. Also, along with the inaugurations, the other shenanigans, you had artists performing at Donald Trump's inauguration. You had Nelly, you had Soulja Boy, and you had Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg and Nelly has been getting backlash and getting their ass cracked for the last 2 days since the shit occurred. Um, I really respect what Nelly has said. Nelly has said just because he performed for somebody doesn't mean that he's voted for him, but he does support anybody that's running the country, whether he voted for him or not. Their job is to be in control of the country. They're the head of he's our lead guy, so we got to show him some support. But him performing at the inauguration had nothing to do with him voting for Donald Trump or being a Trump supporter. It's all about business. Same thing with Soulja Boy. That's why Soulja Boy counted out those stacks that he got for performing to let y'all know it's all business. On the other hand, you had Snoop perform, who got most of the backlash. They on his Instagram right now in the comments dogging his ass. Only because 2016, 2017, there's a video where Snoop Dogg had made a statement saying, nobody don't want to perform for Donald Trump? Which one of these Negroes gonna be a coon and perform for Master? So Snoop made that comment several years before, back to back, Now he's got his foot in his mouth because he performed for Donald Trump. After making a statement like that on camera, laughing about it, years later, here you go, the guy that you're supposed to be blowing the fuck out. You said whoever be this first person coon to perform for Donald Trump, you're going to blow their ass out. So are you blowing yourself out right now? I don't know. It doesn't even matter because this is how I look at it. And I know this is why how Snoop looked at it as well, just like Nelly and Soulja Boy. This was a business move. This had nothing to do with I'm a MAGA fan or Donald Trump's my homeboy, which they might be friends. You don't even know who friends or enemy because you see how Donald Trump and Biden and all them and they laughing and cracking jokes and hugging each other and all that. They put a show on in front of us doing the debate and all. They like to make it seem like they're enemies, but they real cool with each other. It's all business. This country was built off business, showbiz, entertainment, and a lot of other bullshit fuckery. And guess what you got to do to keep this country turning and burning? The same shit that built this thing. So why you think these guys performed for Donald Trump? It was business. It was a business move, and you got to think about it. Snoop partner, business partner, the co-founder of Death Row, the guy that put the money behind Death Row, Harry O. He voted for Trump, but he also stated why he voted for Trump. It was a business decision. So why Snoop Dogg? Why Snoop Dogg won't perform for Trump when his business partner already doing business with Trump? It was part of the whole business thing. Nobody don't know that. People that look at it that way, they looking at it like, oh damn, Snoop sold out. Well, maybe he did. But he got paid though when he sold. He sold and got paid. Like they always do. But that's the reason why Snoop did what he did, because Harry O is already in cahoots with Donald Trump on some business things. It's only right that Snoop perform. Nelly performed because Nelly's an entertainer, he's a performer. Same thing with Soulja Boy. I think Soulja Boy and Donald Trump got some type of relationship. I don't really know. I don't pay attention to Soulja Boy like that. At least he goes on some rant, or like him showing that money on camera that he got paid for the inauguration. Only time I pay attention to Soulja Boy. I didn't even know he's still out there on the market like that. Everybody had a reason why they voted for who they voted for, and most of it was because some people voted people on business, or you just voted because it was a personal reason, and some people they voted off emotions, and people that voted off business, it's the reason why they had voted off business, because they got to keep their shit going. What Donald Trump is doing makes sense for what they got going on. If Donald Trump had a list of things that I favor for that suits me personally for my life and my living, or whoever, it could be Kamala or Biden, whoever ran for president, whatever they got laid out that suits me, my life, that's what I'm gonna vote for. Not the community. Now who's trying to get it right for the community? That's for us to do. We need to stop worrying. We need to stop depending on the government and the president to make the community right. The black community, as I say, we need to stop depending on them to make the black community right. It's our job to make the black community right. And it all starts anyway voting locally. We go back to the voting part. It starts by voting locally to get your community right. You got to put these people in office that you know that's going to handle business and stand on business to take care of your community to get that shit going. That way it goes to a higher level. Then next, you got people in higher power on that same level from your community. It starts from the bottom. Mayor, Senate, congressman, councilman. All that, is then president. Government, then president. It all starts from local. So then you got people who voted with they for personal shit. They not gonna vote for him because they think he's racist or whatever, or they voting emotionally because he's trying to take away some stuff that they stand for, which is understandable. Voting is not voting is not like it used to be these days. People are not voting based off color no more, or races with race. People are voting on what fits them business wise and on the personal way. Nobody's trying to vote for somebody just because they look like me. I can't do that because most people who I know look like me. They got over on me before. More than people who got over on me that don't look like me. Which they probably I can't name nobody that got over me this white or Mexican or whatever. I'm just saying y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not finna ride with somebody just because they look like me. They might be crooked. And Donald Trump, he's standing on business. He's making some shit happen. The best is yet to come, y'all. This 2025, man. It's been getting lit lately. Last year started off with a bang. This year right here doing the same thing. So you really can't even just be mad at Snoop Dogg for performing at the show. Things happen, It's been what, 8 years since Snoop said that? 7, 8 years since he said that? Things have changed. Snoop has changed. He's on a higher level now. Snoop been elevating every year. Every year Snoop Dogg elevates. He just did the Olympics last year. They already let you know where he was getting his hands at. He's getting closer and closer. He's still him though. You can't even say Snoop Dogg. It ain't like Snoop being a Uncle Tom, or which I'm not gonna say Uncle Tom because y'all get that word confused too. Snoop still standing on his business, and he's still a solid person in my book. But it was only right for him to perform at an inauguration, which his business partner, co-owner of Death Row Records, Harrio, is in business with Donald Trump with. It was only right for him to do that. Things have changed. Like I said, this country's ran out of business now, man. It's just like marriage. These days, marriage is not built off love no more. It's built off business. Who's supplying and bringing what to what? You ain't going to be married and struggling. You got to be married to somebody that's gonna be whoever you marry got to have the same account and gross that you make monthly or yearly, or it ain't gonna be good. Y'all either gonna be two guys together. You're gonna be a couple that's together that both of y'all bring in 65, $70,000 a year. Y'all combine this shit up. You got a hundred and what, 40 grand a year that you bring into your household. 130 grand. You got you somebody. Let's say if y'all making 40 grand a year, both of y'all. Yeah, that 80 grand can hold down the household. Now, if one of y'all bringing in 80 grand a year and the other one bringing in 50 grand a year, that ain't gonna work. It's gonna be some broken windows in that. I ain't trying to get too far in the marriage. I'm just trying to compare the analogy to how things are running now. Everything is ran off business and money now. Your emotions and your personal shit doesn't even really matter no more. They had the inauguration, Donald Trump and his wife dancing and shit, her stiff ass. All type of crazy shit, man. And Elon Musk, man, what was that? What was that for, man? What did he do all that for? Nobody's not even really just calling that out. I think they're on Snoop Dogg ass more than they're on Elon Musk about doing the Adolf Hitler thing, the Nazi little thing. Not once he did it twice. TikTok, it's crazy how TikTok has shut off. I don't know what day TikTok shut off. I don't care. I don't even be on my account like that. But Donald Trump got TikTok turned back on within the same day. I don't know what that was all about. Is that part of the inauguration or the business move or what's going on? Good. TikTok was back on for the inauguration. Those that was whining about TikTok and like the world in, I told them, I said, hey, shit, damn, just start your YouTube account, get your YouTube channel and do YouTube shorts. It's just like TikTok. The Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, it's the same thing like TikTok. You do 15-second, 60-second videos or whatever, and people they watch your little videos, whether you're dancing or you got a hot take on something, they watching it. Then your subscribers, you build up faster, and YouTube pay better. I have a TikTok account. I don't tend to it though, like I do Facebook and my YouTube. I used to be all about my Instagram account. I got an Instagram account that I do for my podcast. I got one that I do personal. I try to mix both of them together though, because people know it's the same person or whatever. But I rarely tend to those. It's to a point now where I go on Facebook just to share or advertise my YouTube channel. Yeah. But a lot of hypocrites. A lot of hypocrites, you know what I'm saying? Hypocrisy go on all the time, man. You'll see somebody, they'll disagree with somebody for or making a certain post on Facebook or whatever social media, and they'll disagree with them, and then they'll see somebody who they like make that same post, and they agree with them. High five them. They don't know what they want to stand. All I hope for, man, is the things that I like. I'm not too big on the politics, like talking about it. That's why I don't really just talk about politics. But I do would like to see the gas prices stay low like they are. Don't go up to that 389 like it was years ago. I see groceries need to go down, man. Eggs, 12 a dozen of eggs shouldn't be costing no $5, man. Yeah, that shit right there, man. Especially the generic eggs, the ones the store choice. You shouldn't be paying that much for that. Milk, all of that. You know, the prices need to go down a little bit. The only thing about that problem right there is that they already know the consumers are going to still pay just because of even though the price is high, they already know the consumers are still going to buy. So they set the bar for right. Okay, they still going to buy groceries no matter how high they are. So we're going to leave it right here. They're not going to take it down. They're not going to bring those prices down. But I hope for things like that to go. The prices need to go lower on that, especially with these apartment renting and how just renting. Period. Some places are cost too much too expensive for the for how the places are. Um, back in the day, 2012, you get you a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment or house or luxury apartment, $1,200. Now, even the oldest apartments, not even the well kept apartments, the apartments that got all these migrants living in them and they not well kept and all that like that. They even they not even cheap. Like where I live at, the cheapest you're gonna get a 2-bedroom in a nice, reasonable apartment, it's gonna be about like $1,500, $1,600 a month. The lowest probably about 14, and that's across the street at Rock Creek. And they soon to go up later. These days, you're spending damn near $2,000 for an apartment that's they damn near need to tear down. You got these new apartments, these high rises they building. They expensive, but they small. The square footage. You're not getting the square footage for your buck. Now my apartment, I like my shit. My shit 1,100 square feet. Yes, I pay in that bracket where I told you I pay $1,650 a month for my apartment. Yeah. Um, but I pay for my buck. It's 1,100 square feet. I got a little backyard back there. I can hang out in and do my barbecue and grilling and shit. Little creek back there. I see people jogging and stuff like that. But yeah, the inauguration on Martin Luther King Day. Um, I can actually say, man, I did not know. It was halfway through the day, man, and somebody brought it to my attention that it was the inauguration day and it was Martin Luther King Day. I used to pay attention to those little holidays. Those little holidays that come across like President's Day, Veterans Day, Martin Luther King Day, days like that. I used to pay attention to those days. Now all I pay attention to is the schedule that I'm obligated to, and that's either going to work, when I got to go do this, when I got to go do that. I don't even be knowing when it's Valentine's Day or Father's Day. I do a Father's Day, I be knowing because it get advertised a lot vocally. Birthdays I know, but I don't. It's like I don't. It's crazy. That's how much everything is fading away now. Like Martin Luther King used to be a big day. They used to have big ass Martin Luther King. They used to have Black History parades. They have a Martin Luther King parade and a Black History parade the next month. But you don't hear about that stuff no more. I think South Dallas had a parade that many people wasn't there, probably based because of the weather. I heard somebody say that back in Shreveport, their parades didn't even happen because of the inauguration, which that offended a lot of people. A lot of Black people get offended by something like that because they're like, oh damn, because some people they really not the way they reacted when they heard that, like, oh damn, Trump, he go Trump with that bullshit. Trump had did this, Trump did that, but like everybody know, Martin Luther King Day is the third Monday of January, and somehow this year the inauguration fell on that day, and it should have been another day, but let's not act like it didn't happen before. I don't know why it's being recognized this time. I mean, it wasn't recognized before, and it happened twice since social media has been in effect. It's happened twice before. Nobody never had a big rant about it. This year, it has been one. Probably because Donald Trump. But it let some people. It let the Black community. People from the Black community. They looked at it like, damn. They stay sitting in our face with little shit. Y'all don't hear me though. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. I need them likes. Comment. And speaking of comment, those of y'all, man, a lot of y'all comment on my link on Facebook when I share it. I need you to comment on the actual video on YouTube in the comments. A lot of y'all don't do that. Y'all give me y'all perspective on Facebook, how you feel about it. I need y'all to comment right there at the bottom where it say comments. Type in how you feel right there. And a lot of you also, I peep too, I notice a lot of people, they don't even watch the show. It's some people, for the people that do comment, some of the people that comment, some of the people that comment on my video, they don't even watch the video. They're just reacting off the title of the video. And I can tell because they'll say some stuff that I said in the video. Like they said it. So I'm like, man, I said it in the video. Did you watch it? That's why you can't just look at the thumbnail and look at the title and just go off that. You gotta go watch the video, or when you click on the link, read what's going on in the link. That way you won't just react off the title. Cause They made it in the comments, just making it seem like, and like the last episode I did about athletes dating white women. I can tell who automatically commented just based off reading the thumbnail and the title, because they say some shit in the comment that I said that they made it seem like I should have said this or said that, which I said everything that everybody that commented this that said I should have said some or try to make it seem like I left out something. I whatever they said, I put in the video. They just didn't watch it. If you look at those comments, I commented under each one of them. You need to watch the video because I said that. That's the whole purpose of me doing the video, and for you to watch it. That way you won't take it the wrong way on my part. Because I get tired. I hate conversing with somebody through social media via text messages or comments, because some niggas can't type all right. You don't know what they saying or how they trying to say it. They missing commas, periods. They probably left out a word. And I be wanting to pick up the phone and call these men. Hey man, what are you saying, man? Like, I'm trying to read your comment, but I think I know what you're saying, but I want to know, make sure. But I want y'all to before like I said, I don't want to hold y'all too long. I want to give my perspective about about the inauguration and Martin Luther King falling on the same day. And how Snoop Dogg getting a lot of backlash, and Nelly, Soulja Boy. I want to let you guys know, don't be too upset behind all this, man. The inauguration, it happened like this before 3 other times. Who's in office is gonna be in office, y'all, and we just got to roll with the punches that's gonna get thrown or whatever. We don't know how they're gonna turn out. We also got to look at the fact that everything is business these days. Business beat out everything. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who got called up for that to perform, but they let their pride get in the way of not performing, and they needed that money. They say all money ain't good money, but that was good money. Just think about it. Look at this way: you got basketball players and football players that go out every weekend or every other day, and they go out there on their court of their field, and they're performing for. There's people in the stands that don't like they don't even like black people, black people, but they're in the stands cheering for those black athletes out there just playing for their home team. But them athletes getting paid too, so it's just the same. I know this man. Snoop Dogg probably have in his head. Nelly probably has in his head. I know this man probably don't. He say some raw ass shit, and he disrespectful, and he got some racist ways. But shit, this is business. I'm not gonna stop from getting it. I'm not letting my pride get in the way for making this money. Just like, I mean, shit, the Clippers, they own it back in the day. He was racist. Them players, they knew he was racist, but he was out there playing for him. So you gotta look at it like that. It's been crazy, man. Like, I no matter who's in office, man, I always wanted that person to do the best for the country that they can do, whether it's stopping wars, stopping fucking illegal immigrants come over here, uh, a lot of things, making things good for just not one side, but for everybody. And I think Trump is trying to do that, make it good for everybody in some type of way. The year it just haven't happened yet. He got 4 years, guys. He can't have no excuse this time. He said the last time he did his term, he said he was too busy trying to clean up about the Obama. He don't have no. We're just gonna. What's his excuse now? Which I'm not saying he's gonna have any though, because I like how he's starting off. He's laying down a lot of shit right now, man. He's standing on business, and a lot of people clapping, from the child support situation to he said something about all citizens will be preferred as male and female only. He's trying to cut out all that other stuff, the transgender stuff, all that right there. He's trying to cut all that out. This country's got so fucking soft now when you can't even say a certain type of tone on Facebook now, or say something, or you'll be considered cyberbullying, or you'll get a strike, or you'll get a flag or something like that for saying the wrong thing now. The power of the word, we can't even get our freedom of speech back. I think that's all coming back now though. I so appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in. If y'all made it this far though, that's my take about the inauguration day and the MLK day being on the same day. And I had to get, and just in case y'all didn't know, I had to inform y'all that it happened 3 other times and didn't have nothing to do with no Donald Trump thing. And most of y'all probably thought that, but it's not. And I would like to say I salute Snoop Dogg, Nelly, and Soulja Boy for getting that bag and going out doing what you do anyway. You're an artist, you get paid to perform and make music, and you wanted to do what you had to do. So, it's your boy Cuddy J. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all.